Welcome back to the Selah podcast where we pause, reflect, and grow. And we are back for episode 2, y'all. Clap it up, clap it up. We are back. And y'all, I have been struggling. It has been a challenge, to be honest, because life has been lifing. If I could put it into words, that's the best that I could do right now is that life has been lifing. I've been trying to balance life and school, all while trying to be consistent with posting and recording. And then I had technical difficulties on top of that, so that was something all on its own. But it's cool. I figured it out. I'm figuring it out. I'm just going to keep giving myself the same advice that I give everybody else. Perfection is not real, despite all that I try to do. Um, I just want to make sure I'm giving out good content, content with quality. That's all. But you know what? It's okay. I'm learning to give myself grace and patience in this area. And I'm gonna get better. I'm gonna get stronger. I'm gonna keep building every episode. Things will get better. That being said, y'all, let's get right into the episode. First, I would like to say Happy November. Happy November, y'all. It's harvest season. It is the fall. It is my favorite season of the year. I love to watch the leaves turn colors and appreciate just the scenery outside during the fall. I love a good hoodie and UGG combo. You can't go wrong with a hoodie and UGG combo. You know, the summer is fun, it's freeing, but I feel free during the fall. I just love the fall. Um, I love to be cold, first of all. I prefer to be cold over heat any day. I don't do well in heat. I'm not the nicest in heat. I don't even have the most patience in heat. But that's okay. I am learning to even be patient during heated situations. But I do love the fall. I love to be cold. During the fall, my air is still on. I don't know about nobody else, but I do not sleep with the heat on. I cannot sleep. I will be up looking crazy. And I just need the air on at night. So, again, happy November. I wish everybody, I pray for, and I hope everybody experiences love, peace, happiness, and understanding during this month. We are approaching next year, and so I hope everybody is starting to, think about their goals, thinking about how they're going to start investing in themselves now and next year, you know. Time is flying. I remember when I was younger, before high school, I used to think, oh my gosh, it's going to take me forever to graduate high school in 2019. And now look, we about to be in 2024. Time is just flying by. So it's never too early to plan. Y'all get started planning and moving on those goals and those dreams. It's never too early. Let's get into this icebreaker question for this episode. Um, this was a good question because I got some good responses, and a lot of people even made me think, harder about my response after, reviewing their responses and their opinions. This episode's question was, do you think being broke is a mindset? And like I said, I got some good responses, but y'all, I was let down. I was let down because I wanted somebody to challenge the common answer and my thought process. I really wanted somebody to challenge it. And I guess it's okay that nobody did because that means they're thinking the same way, that I do, or maybe it's just a good thing in general that people think it's a mindset, despite it being my opinion. So I'm going to give you guys two responses that I received and give you my own personal response. So the first response was, yes, being broke is a mindset because you're not broke if you're at least trying. Listen, you shoveling some snow and getting paid, you trying. You watching somebody's kids getting paid, you trying. You cleaning up people bathrooms and houses and getting paid, you trying. And I take that for me. Before I even had a job, before I even started even being interested in jobs. At first chores were chores. Like that was top priority in my household, still is. Not saying that we all grown doing chores, but it's a habit now of life to be clean. But when you're younger, you have chores. I had chores, and as I got older, it became okay, you get allowance for your chores. And then I got really good at cleaning. To this day, I really think I'm one of the best cleaners in the family, right? Because I really love cleaning. Really therapeutic for me, really calming for me. Love cleaning. And I'm a bit of a neat freak too on the other end. So, I was younger, I was getting paid to clean. Like my sister would pay me $35 to clean her bathroom. And that $35 went a long way for me as a kid. And it still would today. Because honestly, if my tank is on a half, that is more than enough to fill me up. I can get to and fro, get to where I gotta go, okay? But family, if y'all still would like for me to clean up anything in your house, cars, anywhere, yesterday's price is not today's price. I'm busy. I got things to do, and it's gonna cost a little bit more for me to help y'all out. I still love y'all, but the price has went up. But back to the response. If you're doing something and getting paid for it, you're taking initiative, that means you're trying. I say to people all the time, what more could I ask from you if you're trying? You may not have the amount of money that you would like to have, but you're rich in determination and drive. You have a will to go out here and go get it. And can't nobody do nothing but respect that. At the end of the day, you're trying. Keep trying. The next response was, yes, being broke is a mindset because you need to think about what would you do to change it. Again, another response I can agree with because you can't wait at home or wherever you may be and wait for somebody to call and just be like, yeah, I got this job for you. This the time you need to come in. This when you get paid. You start whenever you want. Or here's $100,000. Do what you want with it. You can't. That's not reality. It's not life. That's not how things work. You have to go out here and figure it out. Yes, it starts, at home thinking about what can I do to change my situation. I'm one of those people, things are not working, or if I'm at a point of conflict, I need to find a resolution real fast. I can't sit and wait for things to just happen. It's not how life works. You got to get out here and you have to try. This response goes back to the first one. You have to get out here and try. Figure it out. You are your best advocate. Okay, I'm going to say it again. You are your best advocate. Can't nobody do nothing better for you than you. Can't nobody change your circumstance but you. So you got to get out here and try and think about what it is you need to do to change your situation and get a better outcome, right? So my response to this question is, being broke can be looked at from different angles, right? Yes, of course, we're looking at it from the money aspect, financial, right? Some people grow up in households, where poverty is common. Being broke is a common thing. And they either grow up being comfortable and they just have a poverty like mindset and they are just stuck in those ways. And then you have people who grow up in those areas and grow up and just be like, listen, I don't ever want to go back to that again. I remember what that felt like. I don't ever want to have to question if I'm going to have somewhere to lay my head or, just question their stability in life. They don't ever want to experience that, so they grow up and they hustle and they grind. They get out here and they get it. They provide for themselves, right? Then you have people, and don't get me wrong, not everybody is just born into poverty, and not everybody is just born into stability. Either way, you have to make a conscious decision to get out here and get things on your own. And then you have other people who work so hard because they have a fear of losing something. You know what I mean? I'm going to work hard so I don't have to lose my house. I don't have to lose my car. So I don't have to lose this or that, right? You have people who go hard because they just have a fear of losing. Being broke, honestly, is just a fear of not having and a fear of lacking or a fear of just losing, right? But in the other way that you can look at being broke is not just about money, right? The other way is looking at it from a standpoint of, okay, I have enough money for just a, supply for me, for my family. I have enough money, or some people have more than enough money, or more than they asked for. God came through on their end. But they are so sad. They are lonely. They lack companionship. And so I challenge you to think about, you know, if you're one of those people who have enough money, have everything that they could ask for, are you lacking in love? Are you lacking in companionship? Are you lacking in character? Are you lacking in forgiveness? Stability mentally, stability emotionally. It's not just about money, it's also about everything else that shapes a person. The richest person can be the saddest person, right? So I challenge you all to really think about, where am I lacking at? What can I do to fix it? Why am I lacking in this area, right? Having a broke mindset can be looked at from many ways, even relationships. Broken. People sometimes accept their experiences as who they are. For example, people go through abusive relationships and accept that they're broken, and they just have to just be with whoever accepts them. I like who likes me, but I'm broken, and I'm just going to be broken. No, that's not the case. You got to make a conscious decision that you want better, that you can be better. It all starts with you. So I really want to challenge y'all to think about the question itself. Do you think being broke is a mindset? And also think about, where are you lacking? What do you fear you will lose? How can you change your situation? How, right? So that's my take on the icebreaker question. And also, y'all, be careful what you professing over yourself. Okay, you gotta be careful what you putting out here in the world, what you manifesting. Hopefully nobody is out here saying I'm broke. I would rather y'all just say I don't have it right now. Because you never broke. I'm never broke. I will never say that I'm broke. I don't care if one day I wake up and my money is gone. I'm going to figure out how to get it back, and I'm going to figure out what I got to do, but I will never accept the fact that I'm broke. I just don't have it right now. Think about things and view things in a better light, in a better way. My sister has a book called See It Differently. See things differently. Okay? Talk about yourself and your situation differently. So, let's get into the vibe of the week. What have I been listening to? What has been on replay, right? That has been the song Yahweh the Same by Timothy Reddick. Y'all, this song, it is a gospel song for my listeners who may not go to church, but it's a feel-good song. So I challenge y'all to go listen to it and tell me what you think. The musicians is doing a good playing. The singers are singing, as the black community would say. They are singing. It's a real good song. It's a feel-good song. It's a freeing song. And the lyrics I would like to highlight is, Yahweh the same yesterday and forevermore. I will trust in the word of the Lord. This song has been resonating with me for the past couple weeks because it has really reminded me to remember what I pray for, remember what I believe in, and have faith in it. Sometimes when you're overwhelmed, you lose sight of those things. But it has really taught me to just have faith in what I'm praying for and what I believe in, right? And trust that God gonna come through every time. I mean, because honestly, he has came through every time. Maybe not when I wanted him to, but he came through. I don't know about y'all, but he came through for me every time I needed him to. So it just reminded me, like, no matter how much stress I feel, pressure, or just being overwhelmed, that God got me in my situation. I'm going to be all right. So again, go listen to the song. The song is called Yahweh the Same by Timothy Reddick. Y'all go give it a listen and tell me what you think. So this episode's topic, this week's topic is a good one. It's something that I have discussed with my friends and my family. Nothing too deep, so I'm glad I get to bring it up here with you all. Um, but it's an interesting topic. And this week's topic is keep your business to yourself. Keep your business to yourself. This topic was inspired, by Jada and Will, right? Everybody knows what happened at the Oscars. Will took it upon himself to slap Chris Rock because Chris Rock made a joke about Jada, and Will felt like he was protecting her the best way he could at that time, right? Everybody always talked about what Will did, what Chris did, what they thought, what they said. But I have always wondered, what is Jada thinking? What is Jada saying? And I've always thought that because Will did what he did because he felt like he was standing up for his household, right? His marriage. And in the end, she said nothing. She let my mans go right out there in the public eye and suffer. Now, once did she say, you know what, guys? It was just a lack of judgment at that time, but he was just defending me as his wife. Right? Now, I don't know, nothing about marriage, but I feel like he at least was owed to be covered. She didn't cover him. She didn't have his back in that at that time, right? I did not understand that. And now she has exposed so many parts of their relationship, intimate parts, things that they went through as parents, things that they went through before they even got married, after they got married. She just airing it all out. It's like now you got time to air out the business, but you ain't had time to defend him and cover him. Now, now it's been known that they had been going through a tough part in their marriage, but at the end of the day, if I say I love you, I'ma cover you. Despite what our conflict is, despite what's going on, I'ma cover you. Right? And so my question for everybody is it okay to bring your relationship issues to social media? Do y'all believe in that? Are y'all the people, or the type of people rather, that go right to social media anytime they're going through any point of conflict with family, friends, your significant others? Are you? And I'm asking because, one, I'm not saying that this does not happen, right? I'm asking because I see more negativity being pushed than positivity. I see more people complaining about their own people compared to how much they say, oh, I appreciate them, I love them, right? I'm not saying it from a nosy perspective or like a gossip perspective, but I'm just telling you what I see, right? I see more girls, more boys, people in relationships, people in friendships show so much inconsistency within their relationships on social media. And I just want to know why. Why do you do that? Because honestly, to me, it's no point. Because at the end of the day, you going to make that post. And let's be real. People be typing stuff about 4 or 5 times, backspacing. Type it again, backspacing, until they actually make the post they make. Right? But you still be upset. The conflict is still weighing on you. The argument, the back and forth is still replaying back in your mind. You're still bothered. What's the point, right? Because now to me, your point of conflict is now a joke to people. Now it's a topic of discussion. For example, Krishan and Blueface, right? We have been exposed to this couple against our will, even when we wanted to figure out what was going on with them. And they have dealt with people just going at them and judging them for who they are simply because they keep letting the world in on what they got going on. Right? Now you got to deal with all this backlash and people trying to say who they think you are. But it's like, can you really be mad? because you let people in. Some things are just left better private, some things are left better unsaid, and it's nothing wrong with that. It's nothing wrong with that. Let's be real. Let's really talk about it. Girls, screenshot stuff, group chat. Sent in a group chat. Some boys do the same thing. Or, families, friends, people discuss your business when you put it out there. And they're not only judging your partner based off what you said, but now they're judging you. Because again, you're showing an inconsistent pattern of your relationship to social media. Why? Why let people in that far? Because one, you really need to be careful. Because some people could be out here and be like, pray for our situation, and you don't know who people praying to. So now you got all kinds of stuff happening in your life because you're not limiting or filtering who and what has access to you. Then you have other people, or other times rather, because I don't want to sound like I'm accusing, but I'm just trying to expose the different angles and, paint a picture for people. Just my perspective of it. You have other people who go out here and put up like question polls of a question or whatever that argument could be about. Why do you do that? Because to me, it looks like sometimes people take it as ammunition, right? All the opinions, all the responses, anything that side with them, they take it as ammunition so that next time the argument happens or the conversation happens, you firing off everything that you heard, everything that you saw, right? Other people's opinions, other people's perspectives. And now it's becoming, do you really want to get to a solution? Or are you really just trying to make your point be made? Which one is it? Are you trying to fix it or are you trying to make things worse? Right? It's so many ways you can look at it. And I just always have questioned, what is the healthy part about that? Yes, some people have said it's an outlet, but is it really? Do you feel better after posting whatever you're going to post on social media about that other person? Do you? Do you really feel better? Because honestly, I feel like your outlet should be, first of all, if you feel like you need to write and post something, you need to journal. Journaling can take you a long way, right? But you should have friends and family connected to you that you can have those conversations with. You still can get somebody else's opinion, but at least it's protected with you and whoever you're discussing with. Now, if you feel like you can't trust nobody, family or friend in your circle to discuss things with, then you need to check who you're hanging out with. And you need to check who you're connected to, because that's a problem. Yes, you should be able to go to your family and friends. And yes, there still should be boundaries within relationships. I'm a firm believer in that. That's another conversation. But yes, there are limits to it. But you definitely need to check who you're around if you feel like you have no one to go to when it comes to things like that. Do you really think posting on social media is going to help your conflict or your relationship? No. Subliminal messages, do nothing for nobody. I see people all the time post stuff and be like, if the shoe fit, wear it. Some people don't even know the shoe was their size. And you just out here thinking you expressing yourself when really you're not resolving anything. You're actually hurting and you're looking just a little crazy. You're looking just a little childish because you won't put on your big girl pants, big boy pants and say, I'm just going to have this conversation and address it, right? And just perfect my communication skills and not rely on social media. So let's bring it back to Selah, right? Pause, reflect, and grow. Pause. Think about what you're posting. Think about what you're about to put out there. Think about how it can be perceived. Think about how the person you're targeting or speaking on can perceive what you're posting. Like I said, is it making it better or are you trying to make it worse? Reflect. Reflect on your situation. Reflect on the conflict, right? Did you or the other person really hear each other? Did you really do all you could to make the situation better? Or was you just being petty? You know what? It's okay to admit that you was being petty. Everybody has been petty in their lifetime. I don't know nobody who has not been petty. I am guilty of being petty in an argument, right? Did you really feel like you did what you could to fix the situation? Reflect on the whole thing before you just go out here and post. Lastly, grow. I don't want to say that I hate to be this person, but I guess I'm going to have to be this person. Grow up. Grow up. Move on. Conflict is a part of life. Conflict is a part of having a relationship, right? I'm not saying move the relationship to the side or don't address it. You really, cliche to say, right? But you really have to be willing to agree to disagree if it's something you can't see eye to eye on. And if it's something very serious, find a way that y'all can communicate with each other so that there's understanding, right? Grow up. Have the hard conversations. We live in a time now where it's just, don't nobody got time to be guessing what's wrong or being, nobody has time to be strung along by friends, by significant others, by family members. Have the hard conversations so that both parties can move on. Both parties can grow up. Because social media is not the answer. It's really not. Yes, you may get people's opinions and perspectives on the situation, but is it the answer or the key to your life, to your conflict that you're experiencing? No. You just found somebody you can bond with because y'all have the same point of views. But really, it's given who hurt y'all? Who hurt you? Who hurt that other person that's agreeing with you? Or it becomes something that it just doesn't have to. Have those conversations, build on your communication skills, and grow up. Grow from this. Grow. Figure out how to handle this situation better so the next time there's a point of conflict, you know how to handle it. That other person knows how to, y'all know how to handle it together. So the question rests, is it okay to bring your relationship issues to social media? Because I don't believe that after Jada then aired out everything, that is going to fix her marriage. Now you have exposed me and you to the world. So now you deal with people who are like, in a way that creates a trust issue. Will could possibly just be like, you know what, I don't know what to say to you. Because I don't know if you're going to repeat everything I say if you record it or something. He just don't know. I just don't see how that fixes anything. I don't see how you going to social media is going to fix anything. Or, just bring resolution, especially when it comes to like friend groups, people who just post, because then it becomes catty. Like, is social media really the answer? I think not. So I really want to know y'all opinions and y'all perspectives. Do y'all think it's okay to bring your relationship issues to social media? Are you one of those people? Can you proudly admit that? So y'all let me know what y'all think. I'm giving you my whole spiel. I just believe that everybody should keep their business to themselves. Things are better left private. Some things are left better unsaid. You want people to mind their business, but they can't if you keep putting it all out there for them. Keep your business to yourself. Respect yourself enough to keep your business to yourself. So y'all let me know what y'all think on that topic, right? Let me know how y'all feel with y'all opinions. The black business, now we're moving on to the black business and the brands that I would like to shout out. Like I said, the Selah podcast will always support people of my community. I've always wanted to push the narrative to, show support for small and up and coming brands and businesses, black businesses. It's nothing wrong with supporting the people in your community. You know what I'm saying? You support all these other big brands. You can do the same for, your next door neighbor, or you can do the same for your friend or your family. So, the person I would like to shout out this episode is my good friend Lauren. Hey, girl. Um, Lauren is a fashionable scientist who has her own YouTube channel, and I love watching her channel. She has good quality, y'all. She's one of those people who will not put out anything bad, right? Everything is good. Everything is good content, good quality. She doesn't half do anything. She doesn't do anything halfway. Like I said, she considers herself to be a fashionable scientist, and I can second that because sis always look put together from head to toe. And she is currently in school to receive her PhD. And I always tell her all the time, hold on, friend, let me give you some applause for that. I always tell her she is one of my smartest friends because who you know getting a PhD in their 20s, right? And I love that for her because she's a black female and she is pushing the envelope, y'all. She is surpassing the odds. Like she was, I believe, awarded, I don't want to say the wrong thing, not the best senior, but she was just like senior of the year or something like that at her school, Mansfield University. And mind you, that is a predominantly Caucasian school, right? And she got like outstanding senior or something like that. And that is so great. She's defying odds all around her. She has scientist diaries that she does on her channel. So, she talks a little bit about the lab, what it's like to be in the lab, what you deal with, shows a little bit of the lab as she works. She also does Transparency Thursdays, and I love Transparency Thursdays because it's unedited footage of her just talking about what it is to be 20, growing up, being in school, moving to another state. Like, she just really giving her honest opinion, honest experience on a lot of things that she's adjusting to in her life and just in school, and just also her being a content creator herself. It's really good content. Like I said, she also does lifestyle videos. So, she shows when she goes on trips, when she's with her family, when she's with her friends. So, y'all go on YouTube and type in Lauren Kennedy. And that is Kennedy with a I. Let me spell it. It's LAUREN space KENNEDI on YouTube. Y'all go like, y'all go comment, y'all go subscribe, y'all go press that bell notification so you know every time she posts. And that's how you know I'm watching too much YouTube and I'm watching too many podcasts on YouTube because I'm starting to learn the people's intros and outros. But yes, y'all go out there and support her, get those views up, get those subscribers up, and just tune in. Support your sister in the community. Support my friend. Friend, I love you. Friend, I'm proud of you. Keep going, keep pushing. You're doing so good. That being said, y'all, we're coming to an end to the episode again. Y'all go follow Selah _ pod on Instagram. I am aware that everybody is not on Instagram and some people just don't really be on social media like that. So I am looking into other ways I can communicate, with listeners, other ways, and I'm also looking at other social platforms where I can expose the podcast, bring exposure to it, and just really broaden the conversation and bring in different opinions, different perspectives, and different people. As I said earlier, I am going to make a playlist for every song that I mentioned on the podcast so you all can give it a try. Excuse me, y'all. That's how you know. I just want y'all to know I just want this podcast to be so real. So when I mess up, I am not cutting it out because it's all about realness and honesty over here. So y'all just work with me through my little stuttering or my little mishaps. As I said, I will be releasing a playlist so y'all can go out here and be exposed to new artists, new genres, right? Get out here and listen to the music that I, suggest. I believe I got good taste in music. And I'm slowly but surely giving it to y'all because I'm honestly telling y'all what I've been listening to So y'all really give it a listen and tell me what you think. With that being said, y'all, I love y'all. I appreciate all the support that I've been receiving so far since starting the podcast. Again, this month, I hope and pray that you experience love, peace, joy, and happiness. Don't forget to pause, reflect, and grow. Until next time.